All right, so I think we are ready. Hopefully, I have everything set up. I think I've got vertical, horizontal, SOOP, YouTube, everything. I'm gonna have, and that's the first pitch underway, and it's now all in one. Good afternoon, Jim. See if looks like no chat is coming through. That's not good. That is not good. That is not what I want. Let me check here. I know it worked earlier. Okay, that one works, as that's going to be a ground ball, and that's one away. Now, now suddenly is we don't have any YouTube chat. Thank you, Mary Kate. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get the chats to work. I got to take Hanwha. Sorry, guys, I'm trying. I got all the chats going, and for some reason now only they're not all working. I just ran a whole entire. I just ran a whole entire setup. Double checked everything to make sure it's right, as that's going to be your full count now. As that is going to be up high, ball 4, and he walks him. I do think it might be a little high scoring. All right, there's Jim hanging out in that one. Let me send a test here. See if this one works. All right, we've got them all together, ladies and gentlemen. Moonhyun Bin steps in. That's up high, ball 1. 1-0. I do think it'll be high scoring. I think it's might be a little lopsided, honestly. Trying to get everything all fixed. Sorry, guys. It'll be ready in just a sec. All right, Moonhyun Bin, the 1-1 pitch. Peraza hanging over at first, way outside. Ball 2, 2-1. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, now I'm all caught up, guys. The 2-1 pitch. Moon Bin looks at it, just catches the top of the zone. I don't have a lot of faith in the KT pitcher. Yeah, I do not have a lot of faith in KT's starter today. The 2-2 pitch misses into the dirt, so runs the count full. Another full count, back-to-back full counts. Peraza just walked on a full count. Thank you, Kung Fu. Maybe my vertical's not working. It's... Yes, very, very long time. How are you watching? Oh, I think I still have the wrong settings. That's why. You're probably going to get kicked out now. I still had the wrong settings up there. The settings that I have to use to get logged in. Now we'll see what happens now. And that is into the dirts, and he walks another one. Back-to-back walks, puts runners on first and second with just one out. Like I said, I do not have a lot of faith in the starter today for KT. This is your 2024 LG versus Hanwha, Mary Kate. Or sorry, Kia versus Hanwha. And last year's LG versus Hanwha. Your two favorites. All right, Kangbeko stepping in now. Runners on first and second to 2 straight full count walks. Former KT Wiz man himself. All right, here we go. Kangbeko. That is low into the... Now you got another 1-0 count. Oh, I love it. ABS is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And that is outside. Oh, no, right down the middle, and it's 1-1. Hello. Is that Warney? All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. Why is it not showing? Oh, just showing total. Oh. Why aren't you at the stadium? All right, the 1-1 pitch. Way up and in at 2-1. 329 on the season for Kangbeko. 8 home runs already. The middle of this lineup has been absolutely crazy. Two on the pitch now. Swing and a miss and a triple axle for a strike 2. Good evening, Ronald. It's okay. You don't have to correct it. Warney, are you Korean? 한국 사람이에요? Yeah, another 2-2 is lifted. That's going to be absolutely crushed. Goodbye, baseball. Hello, 3-run lead. Like I said, I don't have a lot of faith in this starter. First inning, 3-run shots, and that's Pack of cards, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It's KBO pack time. We'll see. 제가 한국말 해요. 그래서 한국어로 더 편하면 괜찮아요. All right, absolutely crushed. Again, we open up a pack of cards every single time we've got a home run. This time, 강배 Cole, three-run pull. All right, so thank you, Erasmus. Thank you, Jet Set. Welcome, welcome, as that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1, and Tenoshi-wan. So, here we go. First pack of cards already. Starting off with a KT Wiz, a Moonsong Chol. He hasn't been playing. He's been down in the second league. I don't know if he's coming back or when he's coming back. 진짜요? 저에게 가르쳐요. All right. Kim Min-suk, a Doosan outfielder. And that's a rolled over foul, 1-2. And a Hanwha man himself. I'm sure we're going to see him in this game, Lee-Jin Young. He will. I believe Hanwha is going to be way up, way early for a very, very, very long time. Yeah, that was crushed. There was no need to turn around. There was no need to. It was better as that one is popped up. Might be trouble. Second baseman makes the catch. That one was one that you're more likely to have it. You're more likely to get the ball if you're not even inside the stadium. And that brings up. 네네. All right, we've got all three chats going. I think I finally have figured it out. Hopefully I've figured it out. Hopefully I've figured it out. 그 수원 고향이에요? 그 다른 도시에서 왔어요. There we go. The 1-0 pitch is popped up, out of play, 1-1. Saw having a fantastic rookie season, 8 home runs also, 317. And another 1-1 pitch is lifted up, his center fielder under it. And that will be it. Pop up to end the inning, but a quick early 3-run shots from the former KT Wiz himself makes it 3-1. 2 walks and a 3-run shot behind it. 1 for 1 with runners on base with 3 runs. That is not how you want to start, honestly. 네. 그래서 KT Wiz 팬이에요? 아마 like 대학교 가면 아마 그래서 수원 2015년 시작했어. KT Wiz 팬 별로 없어요. All right, White out on the mound is the first game back for him. 1 game, 2.1 innings. He got hurt. He did take the loss. What he did is he actually was stretching on a 3-6-1 double play, is stretching to make the outs, and pulled out the old hammy. All right, the top of the inning. Chaewon Jun leading things off. I do have finally, ladies and gentlemen, I do finally have KT Wiz's music just for you guys. Hopefully everything keeps happening, keeps going well. Chaewon Jun leads things off for KT. And that's a ball one way out of the zone, 1-0. KT has some pretty good songs. They did have one that was copyrighted that I had to take away. And another 1-0, misses low. Let me check real quick, Jim. I wasn't paying too much attention as that is going to be a foul. Is Shimu Jun not quite able to get it as he rips through the advertisement over on the side, and it's a 2-1. Guy looks like he got his cleat caught in the wrapping there. Let's see who's starting those. Samsung, you got it. What's up, Raphael? Not a whole lot. In Korea, no. So the way it works, Jet Set is if you're, I have to start it in Korea and then I have to change my settings and it disables it, makes it not viewable in Korea. Oh yeah, Samsung. Yeah, definitely. I would take him over Iuri. Yeah, Samsung is a definite. Was my other big definite is that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman and 1 away. Oh no, man! I put everything on the wrong side. I put all of Hanwha's stuff on the KT side, and now I've got to go back and change everything. All right, to Kim Sang-soo steps in, looks it to strike one. Sang-soo is a beautiful breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Over 2 hits, runs. I think that could work. Yeah, I went to the All-Star game in 2015, as that's right back to White. He underhand tosses over to Kim Tae-ya, and that's 2 away. Brings up the number 3 hitter, Kim Hyun-soo. Yeah, I think he should be okay. I think what's going to happen is the Hanwha bullpen is going to give up a couple runs late, but yeah. So Jet Set, yeah. Unfortunately, Cushing can't watch. He can watch with a VPN. The NC Dinos go over 5. Yes, I would say yes. As that's in there for a strike. 0-1 now to Kim Hyun-soo. Kim Hyun-soo having a decent year, 298 on the season. Yeah, I do because Raphael, I think with Kia's starting pitcher. Yeah, Jim, he doesn't get much run support, and he's also, has he pitched yet this season? Yeah, he hasn't pitched yet this season. So Jet Set. All right, so he can't watch the game on YouTube. He can't watch the game on YouTube, but he can have the play-by-play, like the radio style play-by-play. If he wants to watch the game, he can use a VPN and watch on SOOP. Or I doubt he has a TVing account. But yeah, he should be able to watch on regular TV if he has regular TV at his apartment or his hotel. That's a swing and a miss, and that's the first strikeout of the day for White. A 1, 2, 3 inning as we go to the second inning. It's up a 3-0 Hanwha. Yeah, so Jet Sets. Where is he at? Yeah, Jet Set. If he does he have Instagram? I do not, Raphael. Betting is actually it's not illegal for foreigners in Korea, but it's kind of difficult. Uh, Tell him to send me a message on Instagram, and I can help him to be able to watch as long as he's in Korea. 네, 근데 아 셀속이가 그 젯세트 친구는 한국에 있어요. 그래서 수프 사용하지 못해요. All right, so Kim Tae-yeon will lead things off. All right, so bottom or top of the second inning. First pitch is ball. 28 pitches in that first inning for Bae Jae-sung. Kim Tae-yeon has taken over at first base. He's done absolutely fantastic once finally getting a chance to actually play regularly. As that's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. All right, that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, a liner caught by the old shortstop, and one away on the lineout. I live in Korea. 여기 온 지 12년 남았어요. All right, that brings up Iwan Suk. Iwan Suk, a big swing and a miss there. Yeah, I used to live in Daejeon, and now I live in Chungju. I used to be a Hanwha Eagles season ticket holder. 오랫동안 오랫동안 한화 시즌권 있었어요. 그 2024년 같이 시즌권 썼어요. All right, to the 0-2 pitch now. And that's just misses up high. 아니요, 안 썼어요. 작년부터 그냥 KBO 팬이에요. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Iwan Suk. 1 out here in the top of the second inning, and that is going to be lifted. Center fielder easily ranging over and makes the catch. 2 away. Brings up the number 9 hitter. Yeah. So you got Hilliard, right? Oh, that's right. Yeah, Raphael, you can watch my stream on SOOP also. 네, 유튜브 채널에서 투표 일주일마다 투표 있어요. All right, the one pitch misses low, 1-1. Shimu Jun getting a rare start almost. 오늘 한화 KT 경기 어제 Kia Samsung 경기 내일 SSG LG 경기. As the 1-1 pitch misses up high, 2-1. One in there for a strike, a 2-2. And that's going to be a just throw the bat out and get yourself a single on the hits up the middle. And that flips the lineup back over after the Shimu Jun single. 네. I let you guys pick. I let the viewers pick what series they want, and then I pick from there. As that misses outside. 1-0 to Ito Yoon. Ito Yoon, a 4-3 ground out last inning. All right, the 1-0 pitch just sets up right down the middle. That is going to be a ground ball. Second baseman once again. And that will be 3 away. They get a 1-out single, but nothing after. All right, so we will go to the bottom of the second inning. It's still 3-0 Hanwha. Yeah, so many foreign fans, they don't understand Korean, so they use this. Hilliard is coming up now. Yeah, Hilliard's getting ready to come up. He's Hilliard's fourth in the lineup. Yeah, so Hilliard is fourth, and then obviously Diaz is the Samsung game, and I won't be able to do that. All right. I don't think so. I mean, he only has one other starts, right? I think one other starts. Yeah, one game, 3 1/3 innings. He threw 50 pitches in his last game last week. I mean, that inning wasn't bad, but you know, cumulative after that first inning, everything is going to be pretty bad. All right, so we go to the bottom of the second inning. White's out there. He's going to face the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Hilliard will lead things off. No. I imagine they'll try to get 5 innings out of him. Just 12 pitches for Whites there in that first inning. As that is low, ball 1. Sam Hilliard. Yeah, another 1-0 is rolled over. The second baseman grabs it, throws. Not in time. And Hilliard beats out the infield single. There's your first hits, Raphael. Are you going to video replay this? No, they're not going to video replay it. All right, Hog Young Mean steps in. He is finally back. He's average has dropped down to 432 though. Ito Yoon waiting on that. And that misses up high, and it's 2-0. Oh, last night's pitching matchup was fantastic. Nail out to a real slow start, a real rough start, but was able to get out of it in that first inning and really just turned it away. Looking for Kiwi. Kiwi and Stefan are both at the game today. All right, the 2-0 pitch. Well, misses up and in. That's 3-0 now. Have to wonder if how he pitches from the stretch. Yeah, another 3-0 catches the outside. 3-1. Oops. Checks over on Hilliard, and he throws that away. And the Hilliard is going to head on over to second base on the Owen White error. They threw it over to first whenever he was still standing on first. Kim Tae-yun wasn't even paying attention, really, as the 3-1 is popped up in foul territory, fair territory, foul territory, as that will be out number 1. Brings up the number 6 hitter. What do you guys think about these KT Wiz uniforms? All right, the bottom of the second's runner on second. Jang Sung-woo steps in. Yeah, because I actually was able to finally get all 3 together, Mary Kate's, as that's in there for a strike on the outside. So I actually have all 3 going. So I have the vertical chats, or the vertical stream, the horizontal stream, and the SOOP stream. This was the chat that I used to have years ago, or not years ago, last year, that I used to have last year. Yeah, way better as the 0-1 pitch lays off of it. It is in the dirt. He's not going to go, though. And 1-1. Doesn't seem like anybody's in the vertical stream, though. Used to be I'd get thousands of views in the old vertical, but they are not there. All right, the 1-2 pitch, or the 1-1 pitch. Big breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Jang Sung-woo off to a great start, and then is gone back to where he regularly was. The 1-2 is off a handle as Kim Tae-yeon makes the catch over his shoulder. And a back-to-back pop flies in foul territory to the pitcher, or the first baseman. Thank you, Luke, and welcome, welcome. There's your cheerleaders, Mary Kate. The under? What is the under, Mucho? Hopefully it's like 9 or hopefully it's like 10 or 11. All right, so Kim Min-hyuk steps in. I do not have music for him as it is copyrighted by T-Pain. As that's going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman. Picks it up, throws over, and that's will be a 3 away. A leadoff single and an error, but nothing after, and they strand their first runner as we go to the second or the third inning. 3-0. You're welcome. What's up, Roberts? Nothing. Just seeing if you guys could hear that. To getting a fly over my apartments here. As the jets are rolling around. All right, so Hanwha will have their 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up. 9.5. Woo. Good luck, Mucho. I just so worried with Hanwha. He should easily win this game. Like it should not be should not really even be a game, honestly. I need to put some water on that field. It looks like it's that is going to be a single into a right field as Peraza, first pitch he sees, deposited for another hit, the third hit of the day for Hanwha. All right, so leadoff hits Peraza over on first base. Moon Hyun Bin steps in. That's going to be a wild pitch, and he is going to be on base. Peraza took off as soon as it got into the dirt, and he is going to be standing on second base now. How can you say that the Wizards are playing? You mean how? I don't know. I don't know what you're. I don't know what you're asking. Oh, how are you saying that, comma, the Wizards are playing as they drop down the bunts, very useless bunts. Yeah, because KT is starting a guy that's not a starter. That's how I say it. Miami, Hollywood, Austria, Korea. We got everywhere as that has popped up. First baseman under it. Maybe. Yep, there he goes. First baseman started at it. The second baseman just let him go. And then the first baseman stopped. And then he started back up. And I don't know what the heck was going on there. But I do know that there's 1 ounce now. And Kongbei Ko is going to step up. He had the 2-run shot in his first inning. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. He still got that KT bullpen though. That misses outside. They one thing is Hanwha does not have Cushing anymore. Cushing is done as White is back. His 6 weeks are over. White is back. Yeah, another 1-1 pitch misses inside. 2-1. I have to thank Hanwha. I mean, one, they're already up 3-0. Two, KT's pitcher is already in the 50 pitch mark. Oh, well, the 2-1 pitch now to Kongbei Ko. 9th home run of the season just a second ago. Going to the high fastball. That is going to be off the drop down into left field, and Peraza's going to motor around and come on in to score as Kongbei Ko comes up with his 4th RBI of the day, and that's 4-0. Who's the blonde? Mary Kate? Oh, another hit with Kongbei Ko with runners on base. Another RBI. That brings up Noshiwan. Looks at a strike one up and in the zone, and it's now 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's a ball 1 and 1-1. Or 0-2. I told you, Mucho. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch way down below the zone. And yeah, Mucho, that's why I said, what is the over or the under the line? Because 9.5 is not much. You've got Hanwha, who has a pretty solid offense that is really clicking on all cylinders right now. You got KT with not a spot starter, but a guy that only has one game this year. That's misses, and it's 1-0. Man, I don't know what's going on. There's another airplane jet. Maybe it's Jet Set flying over. Jet Set flying over my apartment. A foul ball makes it 1-1. So? Oh, I hit the button. Maybe it just didn't count it. So. Yeah, another 1-1. Thank you, barricades. Yeah, it registered on the innings one, the in-between innings. Hanwha fans mixed in with the KT fans. Might as well, since half of Hanwha's roster is made up of former KT players. Kongbeko, who's got 4 RBIs today against his old team. Shimu Jun, who is has a hits. Former KT Wiz players are 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs. And the 2-2 is going to be lined over the third baseman. And he's going to round second. And it's bobbled in third base, like back in the corner. Kong Saw is going to be on the second base with a 2-out double. And Kong Bae-ko hanging out over there on third base. I wonder what happened down here in the corner. Oh, it just died. Kim Min-hyuk was expecting it to bounce out a little bit more, but it did not. So. '60, 59 pitches now for Bae-jae Sung. Can't imagine he is going to be out there much longer. Thank you, thank you. No apathy. 500. Yeah, well, I hope so. All right, Kim Tae-yeon. That's misses inside. Pitch number 60 now. Bet 580 to win 200 with Hanwha having their foreigner on the mound and KT having a spot starter. The 1-0 pitch just sets up on the inside. That is low, 2-0. Yeah. All right, the 2-0 pitch, 2 on, 2 outs, and that's in there for a strike. 2-1. And that misses inside. As I get, but yeah, like a bunch of jets keep flying over me. I figured you had to do maybe military or something, but that misses up high, and he walks the bases loaded. Rings up the number 8 hitter, Yuan Suk. What is an LV aviator? KT bullpen, their closer is really good, but the rest of the bullpen is a KBO bullpen. They're pretty shoddy there. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Oh yeah. You said that the other day. I was just like, that's misses. I thought it was like an actual term for a pilot, like a junior ROTC or something. As the 1-2 pitch now, bases loaded, 2 outs, a 4-run lead, 1 already in this inning. The number 8 hitter up, Iwan Suk. And that misses low. Go from an 0-2 to a 2-2. Yeah, Jet said if you tell him to his I think his account is private. If you tell him to message me, I'll give him my TVing login, and then he can watch on TVing. Is the 2-2 pitch? And that is going to be lifted, but it's a foul, and it stays 2-2. I don't. I think the last time I watched an NBA game was when. Trying to think, as that is going to be a liner caught. Saves a couple runs there as Kim Hyun-soo catches the liner. That'll be 3 away. They leave the bases loaded, but they added another one and have the lead of 4-0 going into the bottom of the third. Okay, perfect. You should tell him to use my link it with my my YouTube so he can get the English chat. Or I guess if he's watching in the SOOP chat with you, the same one. Perfect. Yeah, I have a TVing account just for whenever I do videos and I want to be able to copy or use some of the KBO video stuff. Because I can't use the one that I use with SOOP because it has the little SOOP logo on it. I can only use the other ones. Yeah, again, the last time I watched, I'm almost positive it was like, I want to say LeBron was playing for the Cavaliers against the the Detroit Pistons. Maybe it was the New York New York Knicks. It was like a game that he just like took over the fourth quarter. Do I think they'll score 3.5 runs? Yes. Oh, ooh. KT's offense is so bad. Oh man, I don't know. Like I just think about Hanwha's bullpen and the fact that they don't have a closer anymore. All right, so bottom of the order, 8-9-1 coming up. Yeah, Hanwha doesn't have a closer anymore. Samsung all day, Mucho. Iuri has not been a good pitcher since he returned. As Han Sung-taek will lead things off. Maybe. He is a catcher, so he has a little bit of extra time. 24 pitches for Owen White. That is in there for a strike. I think so, Tink. Again, I mean, I don't know, obviously. Oh, 1 as misses a 1-1. I mean, Kia's starter is, or KT's starter is pretty much done at this point. The 1-1 misses way up high. White's only threw 69 pitches in his 5 innings at the in the second league last week on Saturday. So are they going to have him pitch 70, 80, 90? No, the 2-2. No, not No pitcher likes pitching in Daegu, in Samsung's home stadium. The 2-2 rolled over. The third baseman will grab it, throws across the diamond, and that will be one away. Pitching in Daegu is like pitching in Rocky Stadium or Coors Field. No pitcher likes pitching there. Brings up the number 9, the hitter. Yikong Min. I do like his song, though. I really do like his song. That's in there for a strike at the top. That's just gets a stitch on the bottom of the zone. And it's 0-2. Yeah, I think 11.5 is a pretty good a 50-50 shot. The 9.5 is definitely not a 50-50. The 0-2 pitch, way outside. 1-2. Na 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 na. And here we go, the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled away. Stays 1-2. And Yikong Min and Ha Saw, two, I would say at this point, two of the top rookies. You 1-2, a beautiful breaking ball, catches him looking. Second strikeout out of the day for Whites as they will flip the lineup back over. No, I just do one game a day. It's way too difficult for me to do more than one, especially because the games usually go about 3.5 hours, and there's only 3 hours between the two. This is low, ball 1 to Chaewon Jun. Chaewon Jun, a 4-3 ground out in his first at bats, 0 for 1 on the day. Still hitting 340 on the season though. 1-0 misses way outside at 2-0. Okay. That is a foul away. All right, 1-2 pitch to Chaewon Jun. As he fouls that one away, it's 2-2. And another 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Another strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts for Owen White. As another 1-2-3 inning will go to the 4th inning. It's 4-0 Hanwha. Well, thank you. Da, 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 da. No, the 9-1-2 coming up for Hanwha. I imagine that they're probably gonna either this inning or next inning they're gonna get into the bullpen, where again he's already at 70 pitches through 3 innings. So I have to think that he's gonna be about ready to go with a new pitcher. All right. Da, 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 da. Yeah, right. Top of the 4th inning. White getting to the towel. It is getting hot in Korea, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2 o'clock games are absolutely brutal from here until the middle of September. Uh, the uh, the temperature is just ridiculous as we are into the bullpen. Jun Young Ju out on the mound, 20 games, 14.01 innings. As I'll get to that change for you. Jun Young Ju. And now that's a strike to Shimu Jun. 0-1. That's low. 1-1. And a little pop up too, where they chopper to the first baseman, steps on the bag, and that's 1 away. Flips the lineup back up to the top to Ito Yoon. Straight into the dirt, pops up. And so this time of the year, it's in the 30s for Celsius, and it gets pretty hot during the day, especially with the sun beating on you. As Ito Yoon looks at to strike one in there. Ito Yoon 0 for 1 on the or 0 for 2 on the day. Couple 4-3 ground outs in the first and second inning. That is low. And the 1-1 catches the outside corner, 1-2. Beautiful pitch there. And another 1-2 is a foul away. Stays 1-2. Ito Yoon up at the top of the lineup. They continue to struggle to find somebody to fill in at the top of this lineup. The 2 through 5, the 2 through 6 are sets for this team. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and 2 away. Peraza, Moonyan Bin, Kangbaek Ho, No Shiwan, and Ha and Saw, those guys are set in their spot in the lineup. The rest of the lineup is kind of moves around quite a bit. I still would like to see Kim Tae-yeon up in that leadoff spot. He batted in the leadoff spot a couple years ago, and it did extremely well as Peraza rips that one to the third baseman. Grabs it and throws over, and a 1-2-3 for the KT bullpen. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-0 Hanwha. Quick work there. Quick work. Have the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for KT. Da 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 da. Jet Set. Uh, Cushing didn't want to go and actually like go to the game and watch. He didn't want to stay. Like they didn't offer to get him tickets so that he could experience the game as a fan. Or did he just was he just like, no, it's time to go? All right, here we go. Bottom of the 4th inning. White is still out there. Obviously, 39 pitches through 3 innings, 12 in the first, 12 in the second, and 15 in the 3rd inning. Again, 69 pitches last week in his rehab starts down at in the Futures League in the 2nd league. As Kim Sang-soo looks at a strike one right down the middle. Ah. Kim Sang-soo. No. Kim Sang-soo. No. That is going to be a liner caught by the jumping second baseman. Liners all day, ladies and gentlemen. Liners all day. The old, that sucks too, because there's no high-speed rail from Suwon to Daejeon. You always have to take the slower train. All right, so that brings up a Kim Hyun-soo. Struck out in his first at-bat, 0 for 1. And looks at a strike one down the middle there. Yeah, I've been to that stadium, I don't know how many times. I've dated multiple, I don't know why. Somehow, most of the females that I date in this country are, they have some attachment to Suwon, whether they are from Suwon or they live in Suwon or they went to school in Suwon or something. Yeah, it's not far, but there's still. I'm stuck up. I like my KTX and my SRT. Even I think there might be an ITX from Suwon to Daejeon. And the 0-2 is going to be a little liner into center field, and that's going to be out number 2. Yeah, I definitely used to take go that way quite a bit. So I actually watched the under 20 World Cup in Suwon. Been to Suwon Stadium, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 times. All right, Hilliard steps in. He is the one blemish on White's day. That's Mrs. Lowe, 1-0. Again, an infield single. The only blemish he has on the day. And here we go with a 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike on the inside, 1-1. But now I've got 4 wheels. Now I've got the old van. I've never seen that, as that is a fouled away, 1 and 2. Hilly time. You said you need 2, right? Wherever is it? Raphael. And the 1-2 pitch. As he fouls that one away. Hopefully they put him up in the same hotel or same apartment that all the other players are always in. I think the Xii XII, those apartments, as the 1-2 catches him looking. White points to the dugouts. He knew it was breaking back across out to number 4 on the looking strikeouts. We'll go to the 5th inning. It's 4-0 to Hanwha. I keep wanting to look at other scores around the league today, but there will not be any. Again, only a couple more Saturday 2:00 games. Starting in June, all the Saturday games and Sunday games move to 5 o'clock. I believe. Man, it's been so long. Yeah, 5 o'clock. All the games will be at 5 o'clock, except for if there is a Sunday Kium home game. Those games are at 2 o'clock. When I looked at the stats, White was kind of close to Weiss. He doesn't throw as hard. He doesn't walk as many. Also doesn't give up as many home runs, so he doesn't strike out as many. But he is I would say the closest comparison would be a Weiss that's not quite as good. As Moonhyun Bin leads things off. Moonhyun Bin 0 for 1 or 0 for 1 on the day. He walked and scored a run in his first at-bats, and then he popped up to the first baseman in foul territory. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle, and he is going to be on base with a leadoff single. I can remember just a couple years ago, most Hanwha fans hated Moonhyun Bin. They thought he was awful. They used to groan and moan anytime he came up to bat. That is whenever I started calling him Mr. Clutch, because he would come up when he needed to. As that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Yeah, that's mainly because, yeah, but Hanwha still has so many problems. They're trying to piecemeal something back together. Yeah, I don't. My preseason pick was 5th for Hanwha. I think if they finish 5th, that would be a pretty good season for them, making the playoffs 2 years in a row. As the 1-1 sets up outside into the dirts. Moonhyun Bin will not go, though. 2-1. Yeah, I mean, you have probably the best 1-2 combination, the 1-2 punch that, at least in my time in Korea. So You can't replace that as the 2-1. A swing and a miss as he goes down to his legs on another big swing. Absolutely one of the most violent swingers in the league. All right, it's Moonhyun Bin over at first. That misses low, runs the count full, 3-2. Third full count of the day for Hanwha. They've walked in the other two. No Shiwan waiting on deck. Yeah, when Weiss came, I tried to figure out why he wasn't offered another season in Taiwan. He pitched really well in Taiwan. Yeah, another 3-2 misses low, and they walk for the third time on a full count today. Runners on first and second, both the first two batters in this inning. That brings up the number 5 hitter, Noshiwan, with nobody out and a runner on first and seconds. They got a 4-run lead. You got the highest paid player in the league coming up to bat. I think what they should do is bunt. They should bunt. They should bunt. Right, so no. I was kidding, but he pulled up the bunt. I was kidding, 100% was kidding about that bunt thing. Oh my lord. Wow. 4-0 lead, top of the 5th inning. You've got the highest paid player in the league, and you've got him bunting. Looks at a strike 1 or strike 2 on the inside. Well, you guys can guarantee that I'll be talking about this in my walk tonight. Zero question about that. 1-2 is going to be grounded, but it's foul. Thank you, JC. 1-2 pitch. 22 pitches from Jun Yong Ju to Noshiwan, 0 for 2 on the day. That's catches him looking at the top of the zone. That is the pitch that I think keeps him out of the MLB right there. That is the pitch that I think keeps him out of the MLB. Again, he has a clause in his contract that allows him to go to the MLB after this season if he gets an offer. But against Anu Jin, he struggled mightily with that high fastball right there. He just watched as the high fastball go. As now we're gonna have another pitching change. It'll be the third pitcher coming in for KT. As yeah, that pitch right there, that high fastball, I think is a big hole in a lot of Korean hitters' swings. I started talking about it. I started noticing it about 3 years ago that the really successful foreign arms were willing to throw that high fastball. That high fastball, especially to those righties, even to the lefties, they just are not able to get to it. They're just not used to seeing that up because the a lot of the Korean pitchers don't really throw that pitch. Yep, every pitcher in the MLB can throw it, and Anu Jin was throwing it and striking him out. He's swinging and a miss. Again, Jim, you've been hanging out for in my streams for a couple years. That is a thing that I have been asking and asking and asking to see from pitchers is that high fastball. All right, so we've got another Kim out on the mound. I really don't like when I like the uniforms, kind of. I don't like the Gradients uniforms, but Kim Min Soo out on there. I don't like the English names on the back of the uniforms. I really don't. 19 games, 20 points, 1 innings for the newest pitcher, the third pitcher of the day for KT. Yeah, I mean, obviously Skeens is a whole different animal, but nonetheless, yeah, that is a huge gap in a lot of Korean hitters' swings. All right, Hanwha steps in, a double in his last at bat, but was stranded on the base pass. Swing and a miss. There's that high fastball. They all want to drop that bat down and try to create these big, huge launch angles. That's going to be a foul away. 0-2. For some reason, my 1-out button isn't working. My 2-out button works. There, now it works. Hanwha having an absolutely ridiculous season. Again, easily the leader in the Rookie of the Year, as that is popped up. Stays 0-2. Good to see there. You didn't have a runner, or you didn't have a right-handed batter, a right-handed pitcher, 0-2 count. They didn't set up in the other batter's box and automatically throw it over. I have no idea what you said there, Warnie. Yeah. As that one is lifted up, going at the track, and goodbye baseball. Once again, Hanwha just has pure power. 3-run shot and puts Hanwha up 7-0. I don't know who was asking about that 9 runs, and I told you not a chance. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Once again, KBO baseball cards. KBO home run equals some KBO baseball cards. As Hanwha with a 3-run shot, that's 2 3-run homers now for Hanwha. And Kim Tae-yeon, I lost my voice there. Kim Tae-yeon. What's crazy, Warnie, is these are the away fans. I'm pretty sure that Hanwha has more fans. And again, obviously, we're not going to get to Hanwha is not going to be in these packs. Yeah, so the 1-0, there's that high fastball again. 1-1. Starting off with a missing dearly by NC, Kimmy Jeep, the third baseman. Used to be a Kium Tiger, or not a Kium Tiger, but a Kium Hero, then went over to NC. As that's misses up high at 2-1. Thank you, Jay Cush 31. I'm gonna guess who that is, but I won't say anything. All right, Im Chang-gyu, the pitcher for the LG Twins, that is going to be popped up, but we'll get foul at 2-2. And current San Diego Padres, ladies and gentlemen, the Song Sung Moon hologram card. So a excellent pack right there. You got the 2 starters and 1 MLBer. 2 pitch now, as that just misses low, runs the counts full. 4th full count of the day for Hanwha. They are 3 walks in the first 3. Kim Tae-yeon is still just one out. 1 over 1,000 as that is going to be a liner to left field. Looked like he almost was about to drop it to 2 away now. And brings up the number 8 hitter, Iwon Suk. So, just, again, 153 off the bats. What pitch was that? Slider. That is a fouled away. Hung a slider. He's like, oh man, Kang Bae-ko hit a home run. I've got to hit one too. All right, the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. A backhand as Kim Sang-soo jumps and throws him out. And that will be 3 away. But once again, another 3-run shot from Hanwha puts Hanwha up 7-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Big game here, ladies and gentlemen. Their bats, again, I was not sold on KT. I know they had Kim Hyun-soo to help with the offense, but they lost Kang Bae-ko, so their offense really didn't change. They got a little bit more consistency and average with Kim Hyun-soo, but they lost some power with Kang Bae-ko. I'm not entirely sold on their foreign arms yet. Again, I had KT. I think KT finishing 6th in the league. I think I had them finishing right behind Hanwha. Obviously, I did not have SSG doing as well as they are just because they lost Kim Kwon-hyun before the season even started. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna test something. Okay, just double check it. I have to randomly test these chat windows because sometimes they just they stop and I have no idea. All right. Here we go, bottom of the 5th inning. Leading things off. Going to be Hog Young-min, the 3rd baseman. Number 5 hitter is 49 pitches for Whites, sitting comfortably now as that is right down the middle. And now he gets a chance to just challenge him. He doesn't need to worry about all the back around, all of that. Doesn't need to worry about any of that stuff. Is the 0-1 pitch. Ooh, Hog Young-min. Ooh, up and in. 1-1. I like his song too. 1-1 misses outside at 2-1. That one is lifted up. Shimu Jun out into the grass, makes the catch, and 1 away. It's crazy. The last game that I streamed, the last Hanwha game I streamed, Kiyoum had 1 hit. It shouldn't have been a hit. Should have been caught by the outfielder. And then today, they've got KT has 1 hit. Is Jang Sang-woo looks at ball 1. KT has 1 hit, and that was a infield single that should not have been an infield single. A routine little grounder, but Ito Yoon waited back on it too much. The 2-0 pitch now. 55 pitches for whites. That's in there for a strike. 2-1. All right, to the 2-1 pitch. Jang Sung-woo 0 for 1 on the day. He pops that one up. Yuan Suk coming in under it and makes the catch. 2 away. Those of you guys hanging out in the SOOP chat or the SOOP, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That is called a like or that's called an up or recommendation. It's extremely important on SOOP. It puts the channel out onto the SOOP main page. Being one of the only English speakers, and I believe the only English KBO streamer in the world, it is extremely, extremely helpful. Also, you can hit the little star next to my channel name. That's how you follow me on SOOP. As Kim Min-hyuk rips the first one past the diving second baseman, and that is going to be a second hit of the day for KT. I don't have any music for Kim Min-hyuk because it is copyrighted by T-Pain. So, thank you, Ronald. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hitting, I believe that's the goal. Is that the goal for the day? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Reaching my goal of 10 each day. I have currently the number, 86 streamer in on the platform for sports, at least. As Han Sung-taek looks at strike one on the outside, and it's 0-1. Kim Min-hyuk does have plenty of speed. Again, I believe he is the most tatted Korean player in the league. Now the 0-1 pitch. That is going to be ripped, but it's right at Moon Hyun Bin and makes the catch. Another single, but nothing after, and we will go to our little break. We'll be back in just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. Hanwha going to have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up here in the top of the 6th inning. Shimu Jun leading things off. Looks at ball one low. That's misses, and it's 2-0. Thank you, Lintoff. That is lifted. That is going to be chased down by Kim Min-hyuk in left field, though. And that's is one away. Flips the lineup back up to old Ito Yoon. Ito Yoon not having a good day up at the top of the lineup. Again, I would really like to see Hanwha put to Kim Tae-yeon back up in that leadoff spot. He really thrived in it 2 years ago. Back before Father Time came into the dugouts. Was, I believe, hitting something like 380 in 12 games up at the top of the lineup. As the 1-0 is fouled away. Father Time took over and immediately went back to the 1985s, thinking that he had Vince Coleman in there to be his leadoff man to get on base and steal base, and then steal 2 bases. As the 1-1 misses. Oh no, it does drop down in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. There's a Hanwha fan that always wears his cowboy hats. The lady behind the sign looks like she's a mannequin with the skin, like the covering all the way up over her face, and the hat way down. Looks like she has no facial features. Looking straight mannequin there, as that's fouled away. 1-2. Yeah, yo. All right, so the 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside. That is going to be a little soft liner right to the shortstop. And there has been a lot of line drives here today. 2 away now as brings up Peraza. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Peraza steps in. 20 pitches now for Kim Min-soo. Peraza, a 1 for 2 on the day. Lays off of that. A guy I used to bowl with used to sell Royals concessions all the time. 1-1. That was I don't know how old you are, Ronald, but it was I'm gonna guess probably before your time. He might still do it, honestly. I haven't been back home in 9 years, so don't you know what some of those people are doing? The 1-1 pitch fouls that one away. 1-2. Peraza walked in his first at bat, came around to score on the 3-run shot. Then a single back in the second, came around to score on a Kangbeko single. And then a 5-3 ground out ended the 4th inning, the only time that Hanwha's gone 1-2-3. As that is going to be a ground ball through the right side, and he is going to be on base for the 3rd time today. You might have known him then. Yeah, you probably might have worked with him. Yeah, you're sitting pretty. Yeah, under 10 not dead, but we're in the 6th inning, and we're gonna get some of the real interesting bullpen pitchers coming up. Right, to steps in now. Moon Hyun Bin looks at strike one. And the 0-1 misses way out. 1-1. The GOAT himself. The 1-1 misses outside. 2-1. I don't know how you guys bet. Again, I don't bet. I don't know a lot about gambling. I don't know a lot. Even the lingo, anything that I've learned is mainly from you guys in my streams. As the 2-1 into the dirts. 3-1 now. Moon Hyun Bin 1 for 2 on the day, walked and scored a run in his first at bats, and then a walk, or then a single, and scored again. He has come home to twice via the old 3-run shot. 3-1 pitch misses nowhere near the strike zone, and that's will be a ball 4. Peraza will head on over to first base. Moon Hyun Bin heads to first, and that brings up Kangbae Ko, who already has 4 RBIs today. I don't know, Ronald. I've never even tried to look at him. KBO is wild. I don't know. Going with the old the air guitar, stealing what was his name? Isangun or Isangon. That's in there for a strike, stealing his walk up. All right, the 0-1 in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. 3-run shot, a single with an RBI, scored Peraza, then a walk and scored a run. And the 0-2, that is lifted up. Going. He does it again. Goodbye. Another 3-run shot. And there goes your under, ladies and gentlemen. 3-run shots, 2 of them by Kangbae Ko. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a bloodbath. Yeah, AA is what all the pitchers that I've talked to have said. All right, so it's time once again for some more cards. I'm going to run out of cards, ladies and gentlemen. 10-0. I told you guys that under was not a good look. All right, so Noshiwan looks at to strike one on the outside. Well, there's no question about who's going to win the MVP of the day. All right. The 0-1 pitch. Again, we try to pull a card with the guy that hit the home run or the pitcher that gave it up. But we do have a card of the guy that scored just there. Moon Hyun Bin just scored right there. The GOAT himself is the 1-1. A big swing and a miss on that high fastball. What did I tell you guys about that? And next is OG Wan, the shortstop for the LG Twins, the former, I believe he was the former captain. And I have no idea who this is, Pak Han E. He's an old guy, a legend apparently, born in 1979. All right, the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, 3-run shots. And the 2-2 is catches him looking on the breaking ball as he strikes out for the old hat trick. 3 times now down, but a 3-run shot from Kangbae Ko, his second of the day, sends us to the bottom of the 6th. 10-0. Good load, ladies and gentlemen. Good Lord. Good Lord. I thought it was going to be a blowout. So I didn't expect this though. Man. Hopefully KT can at least score some runs. They'll have the 9-1-2s coming up here in the 6th inning, trying to do it. Again, you have to wonder how many pitches they're going to let White throw. He's only at the 60 pitches through 5 innings. How many do they let him throw with a game? Well, again, no KBO game is in doubt. Well, they're in doubt, but no KBO game is ever over. All right, we're back at number 9 hitter coming up. Ekong Min looks at just strike one at the top of the zone. 0-1. 0 for 1 has struck out looking in his first at bats. That is the fouled away. The 0-2 pitch just misses off the plate, so 1-2. Well, he threw 69 in his start last weekend, though, Ronald. The 0-1 is, or the 1-2 is fouled away. So I figured he would be at like an 80 pitch count, but I mean, he's pitching so well. Maybe they just get him a quality starts. And here we go with a 1-2 pitch. This is outside. 2-2. That is a fouled away. So, and on the 4th, he threw 28 pitches. Then on the 9th, which was last Saturday, he threw 69 pitches. So it looks like a 30-70. I mean, I would probably just let him throw this week or this inning, get himself the quality starts. No need to worry too much with a 10-run lead. It's going to be a ground ball. Noshiwan gets it, spins around, throws in time. 1 away. Line up back up to the top. Just hanging those. Put them on a tee. Right, yeah. I know. Again, it's the KBO. It's the KBO. That is going to be lifted. That is going to be tricked down. But no, he's not able to make the catch. Iwan Suk. It hits off his glove as Chaewon Jun is going to head into third base. Nope, he's going to hold up. And Chaewon Jun is going to be on base with a 1-out double. Should have been caught, I believe. He just pulled his glove back. He had his glove out, and then did he just lose it or what? I don't know what he pulled his glove back for. Beautiful curveball in there for a strike to Kim Sang-soo. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. All right, the 0-2 pitch misses inside. 1-2. Gabotong. Trying to read all these advertisements. I like the uniform. I just don't like the gradient of it. That's getting a slightly darker as the 1-2 misses way up high. 2-2. White still throwing 150 here though. Oh for 2 on the day. Ground ball back to the pitcher in his first at bat. Lined out to the second baseman in his second. Sets up on the outside. Misses way up high though. And runs the count full. First full count of the day. Hernandez looking on. Not a good outing as he returned from injury also. Father Time looking on. And the 3-2 pitch. And that is lifted up at the warning track. And now a couple steps in, he checks the tag up. And that will be 2 away. Not able to tag up there. 73 pitches now for Whites. They just have a bunch of Moon Hyun Bin belts or something. And that misses way outside to Kim Hyun-soo. Kim Hyun-soo 0 for 2 on the day. Hyun-soo. 1-0 pitch. It sets up right down the middle. And he lifts that one up. Left fielder Moon Hyun Bin coming in, and that will be 3 away. A 2 outs or a 1 out double. But once again, they go 0 for afterwards. They are now 0 for 6 with runners on base and 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. We'll go to the 7th inning. 10-0 Hanwha. So I'm gonna guess that that's the end of the day for White. He pitched exactly how you would want him to pitch when he returns here. 76 pitches, never any really trouble. 12 pitches in the first, 12 in the second, 15 in the third, 10 in the fifth or fourth, 11 in the fifth, 16 in the sixth inning. Gave up the infield single to Hillard, and then the error on himself moved him to second. Then gave up the 2 outs, a single to Kim Min-hyuk, and then the 1 out to double that should have been caught there in the 6th inning to give him 76 pitches. But KT 0 for 3 in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1, and then 0 for 2 in the 5th and 6th. So 0 for 6 on the day with runners on base, 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position versus Hanwha on the other hand. They have 5 hits with runners on base. All right, so we're back. Skimoto out on the mound. This is interesting. Here comes another run, ladies and gentlemen. 23 games, 20 points, 1 innings, 1 loss, 6 holds, 5.31 ERA. He will face the number 6 hitter, Ha-In-Saw, in a 3-run shot in his last at bat, a double in his second. Looks like we've got quite a bit of changes. Jongjun Nohan over to third, Guangdong Jin to second, Oh Yoon-suk to first. Right, basically the entire team is now switched. It'll give me a second, guys, as I'll take me a little bit to make these changes. The 1-1 pitch. That misses up high at 2-1. See if I can. Yeah, I can't do anything until they update. They update to the other stuff. As the 2-1 pitch is rolled over, and that is going to be a great play by the third baseman that throws across, and 1 away. Number 7 hitter steps up now. Let's see if they've updated it. There we go. They finally updated it. All right, so Chaewon Jun is out of the lineup. Into his place is Jong Jun Won. As Kim Tae-yeon fouls that one off. Wang Dong-jin into the number 2 spot in the lineup. And another foul. Hilliard stays. Yoo Jun Kyu into the number 5 spots. That's Mrs. Low. 1 and 2. Jun Kyu. And that is going to be a single into the center field. And another hit for Hanwha on the Kim Tae-yeon leadoff single. Skimoto doing what I thought he would. That is going to be a ground ball. Then it drops. Then a throw over to second base. And that is going to be a 4-6 putouts. Switches up the old base runners. Puts a little bit faster runner out there now. Again, Kim Tae-yeon, a good base running there. It's but the second baseman not able to hold on to it. He was trying not to get picked off. 1 away now, brings up the number 9 hitter is Shimu Jun. Yuan Suk over at first, as that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Shimu Jun. Yeah, I don't know what he was swinging at there, but he was able to hold up, I guess. All right, I think I've got all the updates there. I can come back to actually streaming this game, ladies and gentlemen. Mm. 2-1 counts now, 2 outs, runner on first base, 12 pitches from Skamoto. Number 7 up to bat, it pops it up. Catcher loses the mask, and that will be 3 away. I thought that they'd give up a run, but look at me, I'm wrong. We will go to the bottom of the 7th. It's all Hanwha. Not even close. Double check my numbers now. Yeah. 10-10-1 0-3-0. The 4, 5, 6 hitters will come up now for KT. Again, I believe that White is going to be done for the day. I have to think that he is. 76 pitches for him, 6 innings, 3 hits. No, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks, no runs, 6 innings. 24 balls, 52 strikes. Efficiency, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute efficiency. If he comes back out, or whoever comes out, we'll have the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for KT here in the bottom of the 7th inning, though. He is still out there. Not what I would do, but what do I know, right? Bottom of the 7th, White is still out there. He's going to face Hilliard. Hilliard with the first hit of the day against him. As that is going to be a ground ball to that is going to roll all the way into center field. It hit off of Kim Tae-yeon and then moved into center field. And that is going to be a leadoff double. Some hustle from Hilliard there. It hit off the ground and then went Kim Tae-yeon ended up trying to field that. It looked like it hit off of his shoe. And then from there, rolled all the way into center field. It should be an error, but we'll see what they say. Nonetheless, Hilliard over on second base with nobody out, and the number 5 hitter steps in. Yoo-Jun Gyu is now up to bat, getting his first at-bat of the day. He has a ton of speed. See if I can find his music. That's a misses up high, 2-0. They did give him an error on that. That's in there for a strike. And that is going to be lifted. That is might be trouble. Nope. Moon Yen Bin is able to range over, makes the catch, and 1 away. Brings up the number 6 hitter, Yang Sung-woo. is it doing? All right, to Jang Song-woo, the 1-0 pitch misses outside. All right, the 2-1. That misses up high, 3-0. The 3-1 pitch to Jang Song-woo. Misses up high and he walks him. Now you got runners on first and seconds. Kim Min-hyuk steps in and they'll go out to talk to him now. Again, I don't know what I was thinking saying that he shouldn't come out in this inning. Yeah, it was an error, but again, I don't know what I was thinking, right? A little, that'll be it for him. We'll have into our pitching changes, ladies and gentlemen. 85 pitches for Whites. He is on the hook for the runner on first and a second. We'll be back in just a few. Gotta do my testing here. That one works. That one works. And the last one. Oh, that one is slow. Slow. But they are all working. So those of you guys hanging out, please make sure that you do a couple things for me. Number one is make sure you hit the thumbs up, whether you're in YouTube vertical, YouTube horizontal, or on SOOP. That is called an upper recommendation. It's really important for over on SOOP. Then also you can always make sure you follow me on YouTube or SOOP. So subscribing on YouTube or hitting the little star next to my name over on SOOP is how you follow me or subscribe to me over there. Because SOOP has a bunch of different things. They have like ups, recommendations, followers, loyal viewers, subscription, advanced basic subscription, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what all of them are. But we should be coming back. The number 7 hitter will face our new pitcher. Kanganu out on the mound now. It's the first time I'm actually seeing him. He will face Kang Min Hyuk. Misses up high. Ball 1. 8 games on the season, 11 points, 1 innings, a 7.15 ERA, 10 strikeouts, 10 walks, 2 home runs given up, 364 batting average against, and a 2.56 whip. Those are not good numbers, ladies and gentlemen, as that misses inside. And it's now 2-0. One for 2 on the day for Kim Min-hyuk. And that's as low. Ball 3, 10 strikeouts to 10 walks. The battle continues. Already down to 3-0. Pitch misses outside, and he walks him on 4 straight pitches to load the bases up. Brings up the number 8 hitter, An Sung-taek. Like, what are you doing, man? You're supposed to be throwing strikes. You know, the little box, the imaginary box. I think that's what he was saying. I could be wrong. I would love to know what some of these coaches say when they bring in a reliever and he immediately walks the next guy on 4 straight pitches. Like, what do the managers say? What do the pitching coaches say? All right. Just catches the bottom of the zone there. 0-1. That was not a strike 2 years ago. That misses up high. Ball 5. 5 of 6 pitches. KT has so many uniforms. As the 1-1 pitch as that is into the dirts. 2-1. I don't remember who was asking if KT was going to score 3 runs. But it is not looking good. The 2-1 pitch. And he almost hits him. 3-1, 3 grand slam in his career. Came over to KT into the offseason. The 3-1 is a grounded foul, and that's runs it up for our first full count of the day. Sorry, the first full, the inning, another full count earlier on the fly out to left field. Second full counts for KT. And the 3-2 is lifted. That is a shortstop running out, but it will get into the bullpen on ball 4. Stays 3-2. Jong-soo warming up as it's like a Jodong-uk has the roller out over there. And the 3-2 pitch and throws that into the dirt, and he walks in a run. And here comes the old pitching coach. Says, I told you, man, throw strikes. But instead, he has walked everybody. That'll be it for him. We'll have another pitching change. They do only have 3 hits, though. That was an error. Oh, lordy, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love some KBO bullpens. They are the bestest. Let's see who's coming in now. Looks like Kim Jong-soo coming in to pitch now for Hanwha. "16 games, 12 points at 2 innings, 1 loss, 3 holds, 4.97 ERA, 13 strikeouts, 7 walks, 2 home runs given up, 265 batting average against, and a 1.42 WHIP." So the last pitcher, Kanganu, came into the game with 10 strikeouts and 10 walks. He added 2 walks. So he is now 10 strikeouts and 12 walks. Stepping in and now is Min. First pitch is fouled away. 0-1. Min 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out looking in his first at bat. A 5-3 ground out there. 0-1 way outside. 1-1. One pitch. It sets up on the outside. Into the dirt. 2-1. I need to do something real quick. All right, here we go. The 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. And then the 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. All right, so Hanwha steps up. And that's in there for a strike. That is a roller to the first baseman or third baseman that throws it to second. Another run is going to score. Now the 5 for putouts scores a run. But 2 away now. Runner on a second is all gone. Brings up the number 2 hitter, Guangdong Jin. 7 pitches now for Kim Jong-soo. Guangdong Jin at 379 on the season, getting his first at bat of the day. That's his misses low. All right, the 1-0. This is low. 2-0. So crazy. 2-0 counts. White's watching his lead slip away. The 2-0 pitch is lifted up. Right fielder going back at the wall. Makes the catch on what was an absolute adventure in right. We will go to the 8th inning. It's 10-3. That was an absolute adventure with Peraza in right. Leave the bases loaded. They've left 6 on. They have still 0 hits with runners on base. Wow. All right, Hanwha will have the top of their lineup coming up. I just wonder what happens there if they would have not given up on the game, honestly. As they pulled everybody that they had. all of their starters. Hanwha will again have the 1, 2, 3 hitters coming up. Ito, Yoon, Peraza, and Moonhyun Bin. The lead now down to 3 or down to 7 with the 3 spots in the bottom of the 7th inning off of you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, 0 hits. 0 hits in air and back to back to back to back walks and a 5-4 ground out. 0 for 9 with runners on base. 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position, but they've got themselves 3 runs now. Top of the 8th inning here for Hanwha. Let's see who's coming out onto the mound. And Ju Guan out on the mound now. 13 games, 16 innings. 1 win, a 3.94 ERA, 4 strikeouts, 7 walks, a 1 home run given up, 271 batting average against, and a whip of over 1. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. There we go. Ball 1. 1-0 is inside at 2-0. Pitch sets up on the outside, down the middle, and it's 2-1. A 2-2 pitch. Now it's going to be a chopper up the middle. He's going to grab it, throws him out at first. Brings up Peraza. Again, Peraza just had a lovely adventure out in right field, tracking down that ball. And the first pitch is into the dirt. Rolls all the way back to the backstop. 1-0. 338 on the season for Peraza. 2 for 3 on the day. Walked in his first at bat, came around to score. Then he singled in his second, came around to score. 5-3 ground out, and then singled in his his fourth at bats, and then came around to score. That's in there for a strike though, and it's 1-1. Peraza. That catches the inside, and it's 1-2. A 1-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside. Misses into the dirt. It's a 2-2. And the 2-2 is misses and runs the count full, 3-2. Second full count of the day for Peraza. 5th full count of the day for Hanwha. They have 3 walks and a line out to the left fielder. That's a nope. He says no pitch. Nope. Pitch clock violation. And that's the fourth time he has been on base. That brings up a Munyan Bin. Nope, that'll be it for him. OJ Wan will come in and run. On base for 4 times on the day. Not a bad day. Completely overshadowed by just about everyone else, though. All right, so Munyan Bin steps in. He's been on base 3 times himself. He's come home 3 times himself, and that's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. And he struggled to get it out. Throws to first and back. The old 3-6-1 double play, and that ends the inning. We will go to the bottom of the 8th. 10-3. That's what happens when you take Peraza out. Peraza had been on base 3 times already before that, and he's come home all 3 times. And now he gets on base and you take him out, and then he immediately his spot on the line, his spot on the base pass gets turned up on a 3-6-1 double play. Good base coverage there by the pitcher, though. Go over the next games real quick. Again, I'm not streaming any of them, but Kia Iuri on the mound versus O'Loughlin. Again, very different pitchers. O'Loughlin, a 3.38 ERA as he's really settled down lately. Iuri, an ERA of 9. In 8 starts for O'Loughlin, 40 innings, and 8 starts for Iuri, 28. His last 2 starts, ERA of 13.5 and of 27. Obviously, pretty easy to figure that one out. I think the best game of the day is actually going to be QM versus NC. Gu Changmo out on the mound for NC. Rosenberg out on the mound for QM. Rosenberg getting his first start after coming back. Gu Changmo did not pitch well in his last outing, but I wouldn't hold that too much against him. Is Jodon out on the mound now for Hanwha. 20 games, 16.1 innings, 5 holds, a 386 batting average against. Gonna have the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. And first hit is going to be into right field. Drops down in front of Iwan Suk, who is over there now. And Oyun Suk is going to be on base with a leadoff single. Oyun Suk. All right, Hilliard is out. Baejung Dae is pinch hitting here. Baejung Dae. 231 on the season. 1-1 is going to be a ground ball, but it hooks foul, and not a good play by the third base, the ball boy. And it's now 1-2. Da na 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 na. I hope my chat is working. That says nobody's even watching. And that's Mrs. Way Outside. If anybody's watching, can you please send a message? Again, I'm have a new chat system and I don't know how well it works. But for nobody to send a message in that long is very different. The 2-2 Way Outside, a 3-2. Runs the count full. All right, so the 3-2 pitch that's up right down the middle. And that is going to be lifted. Moon Hyun Bin is not able to make the catch, and that's going to roll to the wall. And Oh Yoon Suk is going to hold up at third, and Bae Jung Dae is going to have himself a double. Now you've got this runners on a second and third with nobody out. Ah, there we go. Tink, Samsung is definitely the number one pick. Hanwha was the number one pick. Samsung would be the other one. The other ones, oh man, maybe SSG over LG. But yeah, hey Robert, thank you guys. It's now bringing up the number 5 hitter. Yoojun Gyu. Getting his first at bat of the day. And that is going to be lifted. Left fielder Moon Hyun Bin is going to go back at the wall and off the wall, and it's going to roll way forward. And 1 run is in. And 2 runs are in, and that is going to be a 2 RB. And suddenly, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a little bit of a game. And 5 as this game is gonna get interesting. Game is gonna get interesting. All right, so Jang Sang-woo looks at ball 1 on the outside. Wano is grounded. The third baseman's going to come home. He's stuck. Oh, you could have made it back. He stumbled twice. And back and back and back and back. And that will be the pickle outs. He would have made it back to third if he would have just gone right back. But that will be we'll call it as we see it again. The 5, 2, 5, 1, 6, 5. Fielder's choice. Jang Sang-woo did make his way over to second base, though. 1 away brings up a Kim Min-hyuk. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. The old 5-2-5-1-6-5 putouts. Just the way you drew it up, ladies and gentlemen, is the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's now 0-2. Lee Sung-gyu warming up. He's a guy that really struggles with the command. As the 0-2 is fouled into his foot. I can only imagine what the old chats are going to be like. Moonyan Bin, 2 bad plays out there in left field. The 0-2 pitch sets up on the outside. And slaps it foul. The KBO, ladies and gentlemen. The KBO never leaves us hanging high and dry. All right, the 0-2 pitch sets up on the outside. Swing and a miss on a pitch way off the zone, nowhere near the strike zone. Again, so often. So often, and that's a wild swing. All right, Hong Sung Taek steps in now. That's in there for a strike. Hong Sung Taek 0 for 2 on the day. It did have an RBI walk in his last at-bats. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way out in front of that. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2. Again, Hanwha does not have a closer, ladies and gentlemen. Their closer to start the season is down in the second league. Then their closer that has been closing in anything that is 5 runs or less is on a train to Daejeon, as that's going to be a single through the left side. I don't think they're going to send him. They hold him up, and Hong Sung Taek is going to keep this inning going. The runners now at the corners for the number 9 hitter, Ikong Min. Right, Ikong Min misses that one as that's his way off to the side. That was the pitch that he needed. Ikong Min, RBI walk in his last at-bats. 0 for 2 outside of that, struck out looking into 5-3 groundouts. Way outside, 1-1. Over that magic 20 pitch mark. 1-1 is lifted, will gets foul though. 1-2. The 0-2 with a 1-2 sets up on the outside, misses way outside. 2-2. And 2-2, 2 on, 2 outs. Misses low, 3-2, another full count. Three-two counts now, sets up right down the middle. Swing, and he tips it into the glove to leave another 2 runners on. As KT gets 2 more And brings it to a 5-run game as we go to the 9th inning. 10-5 Hanwha. Oh. First hit of the day with runners on base, ladies and gentlemen. Those come from people that aren't starting. Starters 0 for the day with runners on base, and then the new guys, they come in and get hits right away. Hanwha will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. Kong Ko, the big bats, who's having himself quite the day. All right, Kong Ko steps in. Top of the 9th inning, Kong Ko 3-run shot in the first inning, a RBI single in the third, a walk in the fifth, and a 3-run shot in the sixth. Out on the mound is nope, Song Dong Hyun, who throws the first pitch way off the plates. "18 games, 18.1 innings, 1 win, 1 hold." Two and 0. He's been on base all 4 times today. 7 RBIs, 3 runs scored. He should have scored on the other one. Yeah, 2-0 pitch pops him up. Catcher in the foul territory makes the catch, and they've retired him for the first time today on the foul pop-up. 1 away. All right, so No Shiwan steps in, a swing and a miss there as he's trying for his old golden sombrero. He's already got a hat trick on the day, ladies and gentlemen. He struck out looking at his last 2 at-bats, struck out swinging in the at-bat before that, and popped up to the second baseman. Swing and a miss and another pitch into the dirts. And it's 0-2 as he is providing a very nice breeze for the fans in attendance today. Kong Ko has runners on base. He's unstoppable. Nobody on base. Not looking good. Good luck, Shauna Shelton. That was not a good idea, as that is into the dirt. KT had a spot starter starting today versus a very, very powerful Hanwha offense. Again, Hanwha does not have a closer. I assume they're going to send out Isang Gyu, maybe Iminu. I don't know. Pitch that's up on the outside and catches them looking for the old golden sombrero. 3 straight looking strikeouts for No Shiwan. As that will bring up Hanwha. That is in there for a strike on the inside. 0-1. Hanwha having himself a solid game. A fly out to center field, a double, a 3-run shot, and a 5-3 ground out. That's Mrs. Low, 1-1. Song Dong-yeon try to keep this a 5-run game. So that's going to be a foul. And 1-2. Yes, without a question, Tink. The 1-2 sets up down the middle, and that's his into the dirt. Yep, no question about that to Tink. If they're at home, always a lot. SSG's tough, as that is the ripped but foul. The problem with SSG is that they aren't Samsung in terms of their offense. LG does not have a good pitcher out on the mound. Starting in Lee Jung-young. He's pitched 11 games, 17 and 2/3 innings, so he's not going to be able to pitch very long. Last game he did pitch well against Hanwha, but again, that's Hanwha. So he's only going to be able to pitch 50 innings or 50 pitches, as that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman scoops it up, throws across the diamond, and that will be 1, 2, 3. Just the second time Hanwha's gone 1, 2, 3 today. We will go to the bottom of the ninth. KT down 10-5. SSG, man, their offense is just not very good. That's the difference. .266, 42 home runs, 66. I mean, I guess their offense is middle of the road this year. 7 yesterday, 16 the day before, 4 the day before. I don't know. I really SSG. I wouldn't be confident with 6 runs. I would say definitely a very, very tricky one. All right, KT will have the top of the order, 1, 2, 3 coming up in the bottom of the ninth inning. Who is going to come in to close for Hanwha is the question. Is it going to be Sang-gyu? Is it going to be Minu? We know it's not going to be Cushing because he is on a train back to Daejeon. All right, so we're back. What's up, Arpo? All right, Sang-gyu, swing and a miss. Why are you swinging at this guy? Just let him walk you. 10 games, 12.1 innings, 2.92 ERA. He's got strikeout stuff, but he really, really struggles with command a lot. 0-1. That is lifted into the outfield. Moon Hyun Bin. Nope. Choi Ho coming in. Makes the catch. And no one away. Probably because I never changed it. It was the same from yesterday. There you go. That's why. I never changed it from yesterday. All right, so one away now. Brings up a Guangdong Jin. One counts. And that's going to be a ground ball through the left side. KT has life, ladies and gentlemen. Stepping in now, Oh Yoon Suk. Oh Yoon Suk singled in his first at bat, so 1 for 1 on the day. Really? You sure? And that is going to be a ground ball. A second baseman throws to the shortstop, throws to first, and that will be the end of the game on the 4-6-3. Camera keeps falling off. What do you mean? Like, anyway, that'll be it for the game. White comes back and makes a fantastic performance. Try to go 7 innings, just able to go 6. Just able to go 6 and plus some change on the day as he ran into trouble in the 7th inning. I wouldn't have even sent him out there after 76 pitches through 6 innings. But really, the story is 100% just the offense for Hanwha. First inning, walk to Peraza, walk to Moon Hyun Bin, and then a 3-run shot by Kang Bae Ko. Then in the second inning, a single by Peraza comes around on the Kang Bae Ko RBI single. Then in the 5th inning, a single by Moon Hyun Bin, a walk by Kang Bae Ko, and then a 3-run shot by Ha In Saw. Then in the 6th inning, a single from Peraza, a walk by Moon Hyun Bin, and another 3-run shot by Kang Bae Ko. 7 RBIs for him on the day. Then after that, KT put up a fight. So they did put up a little bit of a fight in the 7th inning when they sent White back out there. Again, I wasn't real sure about sending him out there, but they did. A single from Oh Yoon Suk and then a double by Baejung Dae. The double should not have been a double. Moon Hyun Bin, another attempt to dive at the play, ended up costing them there. Then in a triple by Yoo Jun Gyu that hit off the wall and bounced past Moon Hyun Bin. So back-to-back bad plays by left fielder, very similar to yesterday's game. A back-to-back bad plays by the left fielders there. But they had momentum, a runner on third. They'd scored quite a few runs. And you just run into some issues. In the 7th inning, it was all about the walks. An error by Kim Tae-yeon over at first, and then a walk, and an RBI groundouts gave them their first 3 runs, and then scored 2 runs on the 2 RBI triple by Yoo Jun Gyu. But there wasn't anything after that as Jang Sung-woo continued to be awful with the bats. Since his hot starts, it hits into a ground ball to the third baseman who ends up taking it, throwing home for the 5-2, 5-1, 6 or 5-2, 5-1, 6-5 force outs. And then a single put runners on the corners, but it's nothing. And then a single back in the 9th, but the double play ended that. So Hanwha gets the win. It's a game that they should have won. There was no question that they should have been winning before the game even started. So there wasn't any, like, again, not a lot of questions about if they would win or not. KT had basically who's amounted to a spot starter out on the mound. He's only had one start coming into the game, and that was 3 1/3 innings. Then you had White out on the mound for Hanwha making his return. He pitched well in the second league during his rehab assignments. Again, pitched very well again today. So no questions there before the game even started. Obviously, the other games haven't started yet. 4 games or 4 minutes before those games started. I really think Kium NC and the Lotte Doosan game are the 2 games to watch as far as just looking at the pitching matchups. Those are what I think are going to be the 2 closest games. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow, 2 o'clock once again. So as always, until next time.